3 days after my colonoscopy, and I was at a nail salon sitting in a chair talking to my surgeon, and he said, "It's as we expected, you have rectal cancer." He explained that I didn't have a polyp or a group of polyps that you could just go in and cut out, that my rectum was carpeted, and it's like the entire texture of my rectal wall is affected.
Just found out that my cancer is terminal. It's a type of cancer you can't get rid of, but you can still fight it. I'm in ICU now. They just found some issues with my heart as well, so they're trying to fix that.
I had several symptoms I didn't realize could even be lung cancer, and one of those, the biggest one, was pain in my upper back in between my shoulder blades. I just attributed to, I taught school on my feet all day and then come home and, be a mom. When I started walking upstairs, I started getting short of breath, and I was in good shape, and I exercised daily. That was kind of like, what is going on in my legs? I can remember my legs feeling.
There was no chemotherapy. They turned me around again due to my port. So I came there prepared that morning, and as they cleaned it off, and as y'all can see, this is the place where they administer my chemotherapy. It's through that site. That's where I was stitched at.
Most of you guys don't know me, but I have stage 4 cancer pretty aggressively, and due to that, my doctor has made the decision to pull me from the clinical trial that I was on. The research trial, which was the chemotherapy that I was receiving.
It's kind of hard, but I'm trying.
Physically, mentally, and emotionally exhausted after all this in a good way, but it's been a whirlwind. So on Wednesday we arrived, started out with an appointment with a thoracic surgeon who feels that depending on some test results that I would be a good candidate to have my right middle lobe removed.
Fuck. I came out here for a bike ride this morning. I had a great weekend. I've been bouncing back after my last chemo really well. I thought, let's start Monday off with a bang. Let's go for a nice morning bike ride and get going. And then that little fear seeps in as I'm driving like 15 minutes out to go to the trail to go for my ride. That little fear of like, ooh, should I have left the house? My stomach is kind of, I'll be all right.
In my entire life working in the healthcare industry, I have never come across a patient diagnosed with 3 types of cancer.
Doctors have told me this is terminal. It's dumb, but some days I just start hoping that I'll get better, just thinking I will.
I found out that I had gastric cancer. So about 4 months ago, I got pregnant. Because I do see a lot of people asking the same thing. Basically, I still have a hard time talking about it because it's so recent and it really rocked my world.
To tell my boyfriend what I've been doing and thinking of you. Every time I screw him, and if you want me, you gotta put the word in. Go tell your girlfriend that I'm your girlfriend. Originally, I wouldn't do it.
Something dollars, and so I had to wait like another 2 weeks. So this process is just getting drawn out further and further because of me having to pay for things out of pocket, saving up the money, blah, blah, blah. I finally get the money for the MRI. I drive an hour and a half away to Orlando to the MRI place. I get the MRI done on my arm. They're like 2 to 3 days for your results, and then there's a disc that you can pick up. They call me like 3 days later, and they're like, your disc is ready to be picked up. We already sent your images over to Dr. Fisher for him to review. He should be reaching out to you. And then on April 27th, 2023, Dr. Fisher's office called me and told me, can you come in now? Your MRI results are in. We'd like to give them to you in person. So April 27th is my birthday. So I jokingly, but not jokingly, was like, oh, you know, it's my birthday today. If it's bad news, could I just come in tomorrow? And the lady was like, no, ma'am, I need you to come in today. And I was like, fuck. I knew, like, I'm not stupid. I knew it was going to be bad news. So I pick up my best friend, Tara, and she rides with me. And we get there, I go in the back, and he pretty much is like, you know, there's a very aggressive tumor growing in your hand. It does appear to be cancerous, but we don't know for sure until you get a biopsy done. But, you know, in my professional opinion, you need to be getting these things done. So he refers me to a Dr. Timothy Evans in Lakeland, who is an orthopedic oncologist. I create my first visit to go see Dr. Evans, and I have to pay for that out of pocket as well. So that also took some time. We're looking at like middle of May here.